We often think that to get a good picture, you have to have a good camera, a very expensive one. We think that photos taken from a cell phone are never as good as those taken by a big camera. There is some truth to that, but it does not mean that you cannot get some really good pictures with your cell phone. I've taken a lot of really good photos with my cell phone that are just sitting on my hard drive doing nothing. So I thought it would be a great idea to dedicate a whole video to cell phone photography. Every picture in this video was taken on an iPhone. To begin, I want to say there's some things that I love about the camera on the iPhone, and there's some things that I hate. There are some features that I use all the time, and there's features that I never use. Because I'm a pessimist, let's begin with the things that I like. I love the panoramic feature on the iPhone. There's something about the edginess of the picture that's not the same when you take a straight photo. Let me show you here what I mean. Compare these two photos. To me, a basic picture on an iPhone seems kind of flat and lifeless. Because of that, I don't often use the basic camera feature on my phone. The majority of my pictures that I like are taken with a panoramic option. Also, I don't use the reverse camera on the iPhone very much either. I find that photos taken with that camera makes you look like you're covered up in makeup, or they make you look like a cartoon character. If I want a picture of myself with the phone, I get someone to take it for me, or I put the phone on a tripod and use the timer. The main camera just takes a way better picture than the reverse camera. Also, what I have found, there's a sweet spot with the panoramic photos. If you make them too big, they lose their edginess. What I try to do is take my panoramic photos twice or 3 times bigger than just a basic photo. I think the sweet spot is when the fisheye effect is the most pronounced in the photo. Those seem to me to make the best photos. Here is one tip that I find that really works well. When I'm taking photos in the sweet spot, I put my subject in this area of the picture. Putting the subject in this area seems to work the best. It really makes the subject stand out. The fisheye effect seems to make it more the focal point of the picture. Also, if you're taking panoramics, start with the side that's the brightest. Put your finger on it to adjust the exposure, then take the rest of the picture from there. The iPhone likes to adjust the exposure in midstream. That's okay, but one of those things that I can't stand is overexposed skies. So when I start, I always start with the brightest side. That way I don't care if the phone adjusts the exposure. It actually works to my advantage. The last tip I want to share is don't use the panoramic photos if there's a lot of movement in your picture. People or cars come out looking all weird and cut up. The results can be kind of comical. But if you're bent on it, take more than one shot until you get the desired results that you want. Just check the screen to see if you got a good shot. I will finish up with this. I always want to drive home the point. A person who knows nothing about the camera but has an artistic eye always takes a better picture than those who know everything about the camera but have never bothered to look at the world artistically. But what's even better is if you have an artistic eye and you know everything about the camera. Then you are unstoppable when it comes to taking photos. Then the only thing holding you back is your creativity. That's it for this video. Have fun and keep shooting.